Hey, hey.
All praises be to the King Ahayah.
Hey, I can see changes now. Changes happening in my life, and it feels so good to know I am royal priesthood. I can see changes now. Changes happening in my life, and it feels so good to know I am royal priesthood. Don't make a change for the better, some change for the worse. I praise Ahayah cause he saved me from the curse. A reckless youth with a hopeless lifestyle. I never see no purpose for my life. Till I met up on your Shire one day. He said, don't you know that you're going astray? Come with me and let me show you the way. Keep my commandments and live. Now I can see changes now. Changes happening in my life, and it feels so good to know I am royal priesthood. I can see changes now. Changes happening in my life, and it feels.
Shalom, my people. I am Chaz Faraj at Naomi Hood and Golan Bundy. I am Malik Chaz Faraj at Angola and Bundy. That's king in Hebrew. And I'm at the website of enslavement articles. And the Most High, I have to give praises, all praises to the Most High, Ahayah. I am that I am of Exodus chapter 3, verse 13 through 14, KJV, that sent me to do his will. I have to give all praises to him for waking me up in 2012 and giving me a vision, having the Holy Spirit and an angel give me a vision in 2012 and a mission, and giving me the status of elder at the time, before he gave me the status of king, Malik of Yasharal, heir to the thrones of the kingdoms of Zindongo and Matimba, currently Angola, in 2021. So, what I'm going to do is show you all what makes me the Davidic king, the current reigning Davidic king of Yasharal. Notice that the names that you see, Henry Tucker, George Tucker, I'm going to scroll down till I reach my grandfather, whose name is George Davis Tucker. You see it right now. I'm going to click on it, and it's going to take us to his information. George Davis Tucker, cemetery record. Right now, you see the name of my grandfather, which would be, he would be the Angola and Bundy. He would be considered Angola and Bundy, the former king, dormant king of 1619. Because Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 68 says, no man shall buy you. That means that the kingship was dormant, meaning that even though they was king, they were inoperative, they were dormant. The kingship was dormant because of the 400 years captivity that we had to go through. But that my grandfather was never, his line was never in slavery, because anyone in slavery cannot be a king, cannot be royalty, from my understanding, cannot be considered. But however, we all know that the Most High says all his people are kings and queens. But according to their law, no one that was entered into slavery can be considered a king or queen. However, as I said earlier, my bloodline never entered into slavery. The Most High actually put them into indentured servitude, and that's not considered slavery. So therefore, the kingship stands. And as you see right here, it gives the name of my grandfather, which is George Davis Tucker, which Davis also gives us an indication that is the Davidic kingship that the Most High said, that he brought over into the indentured servitude in 1619, August of 1619. You see his date of birth was July 15, 1895. Date of place, birthplace was Hancock County, Tennessee, United States of America. Death date was April 17, 1986. Death place was Hancock County, Tennessee, United States of America. Cemetery, Turner Cemetery, which is our cemetery actually. Burial or cremation place was Sneedville, Hancock County, Tennessee, United States of America. He has no bio, but his spouse was former Davidic Queen Alice Tucker, my grandmother. And you see this partial parts of their children. I'm pretty sure as we go further that we'll see a list of all the children. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and click on view my grandfather, our former king, dormant king, our former Davidic dormant king, George Davis Tucker, history, his story. So now we go to another page. We see at the top his name is George Tucker. It shows when he was born, 1894, married 1922, died in 1986. It shows his work history. At the age of 16 in 1910, he was moving. He's a moving picture. I don't understand what that means, but in 1930, at the age of 36, he was a farmer. In 1940, at the age of 46, he was a farmer. In 1950, at the age of 56, he was a farmer. In 1900, age 6, he lived in Civil District 6, Hancock, Tennessee. In 1910, at the age of 16, he lived in Civil District 2, Knoxville, Tennessee. In 1930, at the age of 36, he lived in District 9, Hancock, Tennessee. In 1940, at the age of 46, he lived in Hancock, Tennessee. And at the age of 56, in 1950, he lived in Hancock, Tennessee. My grandfather's family, his parents, his father was Henry Tucker, and his mother was Rebecca Jenny Tucker. And we see that his spouse was Alice P. Toad Tucker, which is my grandmother. Now, when I start mentioning my grandfathers, take note that they're actually Angola and Bundy, considered Angola and Bundy. They're former kings, dormant kings. So when I address my grandfathers, I'm addressing them as former dormant kings of Ndongo and Matimba. And that goes for my grandmothers too. Former queens of Ndongo and Matimba, currently Angola. So as we go, as I said before, all the children are listed. All my grandfather George Davis Tucker children are listed. Like, it shows you all the names. It has my father, it has Hugh Cal Tucker, Georgia Lee Tucker, Oscar Otis Tucker, Charles William Tucker, Stella Irene Tucker, Mackie Ray Tucker, William Taylor Tucker, named after my grandfather, William Tucker, born in 1624, the son of my grandfather, Anthony Tucker, and my grandmother, Isabella Tucker. That was the son. Anthony Tucker was the son of my 19th generational grandfather, Angola and Bundy, which was the son of my 20th generational grandfather, Angola Kilawanji Kia Simba. And William Tucker was the nephew of my aunt, former queen of Ndongo and Matimba, Anna Nzinga Mbandi, and my aunt Barbara Makumbu Mbandi, who also was former queen of Ndongo and Matimba. So let us continue to see the connection. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click on the my grandfather George Davis Tucker, father Henry Tucker, name, and it's going to take us to his when he was born. He was born in 1856 in Lee County, Virginia, USA. So now we're getting to the point where they the bloodline, the Davidic bloodline, came into the United States, the colonies of the United States. And Henry, my grandfather Henry, was born in 1880, married 1880 in Hancock County, Tennessee, USA. He died in 1928 at the age of 72, July 16, 1928, in Hancock County, Tennessee, USA. My grandfather Henry, he was a farmer, as you can see, at the age of 14. You know, all of this is connecting back to Angola, where there was definitely farming going on. So, you know, when they brought the kingship over here, they brought the major farmer here. And it says in 1900, at the age of 44, he was a farmer. At the age of in 1910, at the age of 54, he was a farmer. And he lived in District 2, Hawkins, Tennessee, at the age of 14. And at the age of 44 in 1900, he lived in the Civil District 14, Hancock, Tennessee. And in 1910, at the age of 54, he lived in the Civil District 12, Hancock, Tennessee. My grandfather Henry's family, parents, his father was Richard Dick Tucker, and his mother was Eliza E. Baxter. So I'm going to click on Richard Dick Tucker name, and it shows his date of birth, which was 1820, and he was born in Charlotte County, Virginia. You see how he's connected to Virginia? He worked in 1850 at the age of 30, a farmer. See how it's continued to connect to as a farmer? You know, this is what's happening, my people. I am the Davidic king. You know, I am the Messiah from east to west, as we're going to go and we're going to continue and we're going to see. In 1850, at the age of 30, he was a farmer. In 1880, age 60, he worked as a farmer. He lived in 1850. He lived at Amelia, Virginia, at the age of 30. And then 1880, at the age of 60, he lived in District 14, Hancock, Tennessee. His background, his family background begins to talking about slavery, but my people bloodline was never in slavery. So all of this is in air. The people who created this program, this website, tell some truth. You know, the devil have to tell some truth before he tell a lie. So therefore, you know, they really don't want to tell the full truth, but they got to tell some truth with more truth than a lie. Because you know, if you have the spirit of discernment, you can discern everything that's being said. Okay, so they said slave Tucker. So now we're going back into the time where they trying to make it seem like the royalty was in slavery when it was never in slavery. And the biblical narration of the Bible bear witness to this fact that no, according to Deuteronomy chapter 17 verse 15, the Most High set the king himself. And then Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 36 said that he would go into that the kingship would go into a land that neither their fathers nor their anyone that they were connected to knew. So therefore, it doesn't say that he would go into slavery. Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 36 doesn't say that the kingship would go into slavery. It said it would go into another nation. However, in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, it says that the people would go into captivity. So let us continue. So now we know that my grandfather Richard Dick Tucker family was not in slavery, but they telling the truth about the episodes of how we got how the Davidic kingship came into indentured service. But they trying to make it out of slavery. But it is, we got to see through that. We see the truth. The truth is that the Bible, you can't like manipulate the scriptures. You can't manipulate history either. So if I click on slavery for my grandfather Richard Dick Tucker family parents, I'm gonna click on that and see where it takes us. It shows that he was born. It takes us to Slaver Tucker. It says that he was born in 1800. Parents, James William Tucker. Spouse, Slave Tucker. And it gives the names of all the children. And we see that Richard Dick Tucker is in the midst of it. So up until this point, everything is on point. Yeah. But we still doing research on all of it, but it's all coming together. I just wanted to give y'all a breakdown of what we found so far and, how everything is connected. But we know that we're on point. And they're still, these people, they know the process. They have records of everything. They have records of all of it. They do. The simple fact is that I know who I am and I know who my father and when he gave me the kingship before he passed away in 2022. That's on video.
Father, good job.
Everything that God gives me the strength to do, I do it.
Yeah.
He said if I give you something to do when you don't do it right, I'll take and give it to somebody else.
Say that again. Say it again.
If I give you something to use and you don't use it, I'll take it and give it to somebody that will use it.
All praises to the Most High.
So, this just goes to give us confirmation of my kingship, my Davidic kingship, and the kingdoms of Ndongo and Matimba, currently Angola, showing that I have a claim to those kingdoms, and I'm staking claim to them rightfully. Until the next time, my people, what you need to do is get with me to declare your origin of ethnicity. Come to me in repentance and be redeemed. Also visit the website, our website, www.marchtoexodus.com. Inbox me on my webpage. I mean, not my webpage, but my Facebook account. Chaz Viraj and Ami Hood on Facebook, and to begin the process of declaring your true origin of ethnicity and receiving your Hebrew Israelite declaration, your Hebrew Israelite identifications, and your Hebrew Israelite automobile tag. Stay tuned. There'll be more excitement as we go and reveal the prophecies and discernment of prophecies.